Welcome, and welcome to this live stream estate sale show and tell preview. Welcome. Say hello, please, in the chat box if you are just joining. I'm excited to be taking you guys through my latest estate sale and sharing some of the yummy mini treasures that are going to be offered or that actually are online already for sale. But let's wait a minute or two so folks can get online. Please do say hello in the chat box because that also tells me that it's working and the technology is cooperating. I do recognize some of those names. Hi guys, welcome Marcella. Good to see you. If you are new, hey Betsy, good to see you. If you are new to any of my live streams, I would love to know that. Say hello in the chat box and tell me if you're brand new to any of my live streams or any of my my events, whether it's my promotional events or my sales. Okay, yeah. Good. Now, thank you again for joining this estate sale preview. This is all about the Simmons collection. I'm going to take you through some lovely things. But before that, let me set the stage a little bit about what I do in case there are some folks out there who maybe don't know me and know what I do. But of course, I sell miniatures, but I love to promote them every chance I get. And I host a series called Meet the Miniaturist, as well as Miniversity, which is all about sort of teaching people about the miniatures and dollhouse world. So that's my Miniversity program. I just had a session hosted by Lillian Bass. She's an awesome doll maker from the West Coast, and she was on to sort of help deconstruct and give folks an understanding of this pretty complex world of art character dolls. I know I had a lot of trouble sort of putting all the pieces together, all the different kinds of dolls and all the different kinds of techniques. So definitely check that out. I popped in all of my links in the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and do it again just in case you didn't see it. I'm going to go ahead and those are all my links, also my contact information. Thank you, Nancy. Good to see you out of Louisville, Kentucky. So this happened last week. It's now on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch it. You can go and watch it. It was an awesome session. Lots of great learnings. I had lots of great takeaways from there as well. I'm also hosting in a few weeks. When am I hosting this? Is how to build an awesome miniatures collection. This is for folks who might already have a good understanding of how to really grow their collections, because you can always learn a thing or two. But this is also for folks who might just getting started into this world of collecting and need some understanding on how to sort of navigate it, what are the best practices when you become a collector, and how do you search for that perfect miniature. So that's actually going to be on Thursday, July 11th. That's going to be like an evening, a 7 p.m. Eastern time little Meet the Miniatures session. So look for that. And then coming in September, I'm going to be doing a live stream directly from the UK. And that's happening on September 28th. So I'm going to take a little break during the summer, work on my estate sales, and then come back with some really great Meet the Miniaturists. So look for that. And you're already on my mailing list, so you'll be getting all of the links on how to join and when they're happening and all of that. So look for that in the coming weeks. But with that, I think we should just get going and meet the collector. This is the Simmons collection, so I think we should talk about Joanne Fry Simmons. She's also known as Joey, and she is the collector of this estate who is looking to downsize her collection. She's so lovely. I didn't meet her, but she looks so lovely. So yes, she is known as Joey. She has been collecting for over 40 years. She has been involved in the miniatures world. She's been taking workshops and attending miniature shows. She has been hooked in this world of miniatures as you and I are. But she loves specifically sort of capturing and zooming in on specific time periods and cultures. And she loves history, and she loves to add her own twist to her miniatures and the miniatures that she collects. And you're going to see that reflected in this estate sale and her collection, because it's pretty diverse. It's pretty eclectic. And I say that this specific estate sale is great for people who want to just browse and see all different types of miniatures, all different categories, and maybe get inspired to maybe do a new project or take on a new collection within a collection. And especially take a look at all of these awesome ca- uh, categories of miniatures that Joey collected, and that's represented in this estate sale. So that means we're going to be looking at character art dolls. There are a fair number, I would say at least 40% of this estate sale is filled with art dolls, character dolls, both 12 scale and what I call super small scale. Half scale, quarter scale, sometimes they're scaled not too specific. So I don't like to call out specific scales other than just call them small scale. So there's a lot of that. There are art dolls in this collection, high quality art dolls by some iconic makers that I'm sure some of you guys on the line will know. James Carrington, Marcia Backstrom, Fern Vasi. Uh, Really, truly great makers are involved in this estate sale. Um, Joey collected some fabulous, fabulous, eclectic mix of art dolls, from the beautiful and dainty and period, all the way to sort of like the wild gnomes and trolls and period dolls like Henry VIII. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to show you everything tonight, but I will give you a taste of what is going to be available and what's available right now. So there's also tons of food, metalware, pottery, furniture, both artisan as well as commercial, high quality commercial and manufactured pieces, as well as what I call the small scales, half scale, quarter scale, um, not necessarily hugely defined by their dimensions, but they're small. And I think if you're looking at small scale, you really need to just check the dimensions and make sure they're going to fit within any kind of project that you're working on. Or if it just calls out to you, then the actual dimensions don't matter. So I will call that out in terms of small scale because it gets a little bit when you're working in small scale, and I should do a whole meet the miniaturist on this, on talking about super small scales and how tiny, tiny, tiny little differences between, let's say, a quarter scale dollhouse miniature credenza, how a slight difference in size might adjust how you look at it. Anyway, I digressed. But there also go many themed multi-piece lots, and I know there are folks out there that love multi-piece lots that have just lovely, lovely mixes of yummy, yummy, yummy miniatures, all centered around one, let's say, theme. So gentleman lots, there are ladies' boudoir, there are Asian-inspired lots. So again, Joey loved to collect, and she really loves to sort of dabble in sort of very, very different worlds, and so that is reflected in here as well. She is 93 years young, and she is looking to she's looking to downsize, but she's also looking to find what I like to call happy homes for treasures. But she's really looking for like-minded folks to take on some of these miniatures and give them a new life. So yeah, so thank you, Joey, for letting me handle your collection, and I have wonderful, wonderful buyers, and they are going to love all of these treasures and take really, really good care of them. Okay, so with that, if you have any questions before I move on, hi Regina from Canada. Can't chat but don't see links. The links are up there. Check one, go a little bit further up, Marcella. If anybody doesn't have any if you don't have any questions, oh wait, new message. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Great, Molly. Thank you. All right, so let me stop this share and let me. So what I put together uh, is a video, so I don't have to move back and forth between two cameras. So I did I basically pre-videotaped the pieces that I want to share, and so I'll be able to talk to them a lot easier. Um, to the video than using my hands. So with that, let me I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to go ahead and start. And so So this collection, like I said, is multiple categories, but it is very, very much about the art doll, the character doll. This lovely gentleman, he is the toy maker. This is a Marsha Backstrom, likely designed by Marsha Backstrom, but produced by the Falcon manufacturing business. They are no longer in business, but they did some beautiful work. And you can actually see how beautiful Marsha's um, facial features are. And obviously, the costuming is beautiful. The toy maker, he comes with a whole bunch of toys, which are artisan pieces in and of themselves. Wait, I want to go back. I'm sorry. I went too fast on this. I want to stop on this because as I've been doing my research for posting at some of these miniatures, I discovered a lot of things, a lot of possibilities, because a lot of these pieces were made over 20 years ago, possibly 25 years ago. And we don't have firm details necessarily, but it is my understanding that Althea Chrome made that sweater. I don't know if you guys know who Althea Chrome is, but she's an amazing micro knitter. And so just when I look at that sweater, I'm like, yeah, Althea did that. While I don't have the provenance for it, it is a beautiful doll. The toy maker is awesome, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful character doll. He's just beautiful. He is in a sitting position already, so he arrives in a sitting position. And I'm gonna go back a little bit again. I really didn't think it was gonna go this fast, but let's just take a look, one more look at that beautiful face of his. It's just extraordinary, just extraordinary. He's got the tape around his neck, the measuring tape. He has a, you can't see this, but he's got a tiny little pencil on his ear. And when you think about just the attention to detail Marsha had for her art dolls, it's pretty amazing. And not only is the doll amazing, but all of the accessories are amazing too. So just love him. Love, love, love the toy maker. The second, I had a hard time figuring out which ones to share. But the next doll up she's one of my favorites. I call her the elegant jazz lady. She is just freaking sassy, sassy, sassy. This is a new doll maker for me, Glenda Hooker. This is dated 1997. She is also in a seated position. Her face is just quite extraordinary. She comes with beautiful accessories like the ring on her finger and the bangles around her wrists, and she has that beautiful, elegant, crystally, glitzy gown and wrap around her neck, and of course the jewelry. She's just beautiful. I love her lips, I love her teeth, I love her expression. She is just fabulous. That is the elegant jazz lady. The next one up is, and I called her Rumpelstiltskin, I shouldn't have, but the next one up, her name is actually Rapunzel, but I had to change that online. I can't believe I made that mistake. But sure, it is Rapunzel. Now, I don't know the maker's name, but the initials on the doll is HAW, and she's dated 2000. She's also in 1/12 scale. Look at that elaborate coat. Look at the hair. Look at the embellishments, the floral embellishments, and of course, look at the long medieval sleeves, the brocade. I think it's called brocade, but her outfit is just stunning. Not to mention, of course, the beautiful detail around her face and the hair. It's just, I mean, this when I talk about inspiration, this is the doll I think that would do that. I mean, I know for me, I would build an entire scene around this one doll, or I would just have it just because. You don't need a whole scene around it, just because it speaks to you. And so I think that's really what is so special about this collection, is that it's so broad that it touches so many different triggers. It triggers so many different emotional levels that it's just so inspiring. Next up is an actual Marsha Backstrom piece. Her name is, I call her the Grande Dame. This is actually a two-piece set. She comes with a porter. She comes with a bellman who is helping her, get dressed or helping her in the car. I think what is amazing about this 12 scale piece, she's dated 1998 and she's also numbered, is just look at the outfit and then look at her face. I mean, it's just incredible. The level of detail and the expression. I mean, I look at it and I'm just, it's just stunning. She just stops you in your